Warning, this video is intended for audiences who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
Alright, Tariq, they really gotta stop using for like the movies a parallel dimension as like an existing bit to do. I mean, this is the second year they've done this now in a row, and I feel like they didn't really exhaust.
But in Gav's defense, Gotchard was doing it as a time thing. We establish in Gav that there's a fucking multi-dimensional door world, right? So it's like they leave it within the realm of possibility.
But even that, the multi-dimensional door world is kind of a big stretch. I thought these were like they sometimes like the doors just lead to like other door space on Earth, but apparently there's just like when like the door hallway, there happens to be certain doors that just straight up go to another fucking universe. It's insane.
Yeah, I think the biggest reach that they like have with this is the fact that it's like fucking that there are parallel people in these worlds. I can take that there is I can wrap my head around there being multiple worlds within the door space. The fact that of those, we're going with the multiverse theory of there could be also another you there, and it's like, okay, this is a world where literally everything is the same except for like a few very major differences. Oh, well, that's weird, honestly.
Right. But yeah, but hey, look. All right, so Tariq, this is Kamen Rider Gavv, the movie. Fuck, I close the Wikipedia.
Invaders from the House of Snacks. Ooh,
okay.
The House of Snacks. Ooh.
House of Snacks. Now, not the House of Gucci, though. Not that. That's completely something.
There's nothing Gucci about this.
Yeah, all right. So, hey, look. So this is the Gavv movie.
The
actual
annual movie. Hey, just a thought. What's the Gojuger side of this movie like? Because this would have been a great time for them to say, hey, multiple dimensions. What do you mean? This has always been.
Look, that movie was filmed in December, right? When they still have legal rights, and right? Remember, the contract only expired after she got fired. All right, so anything they recorded beforehand, it's within fair games. Toei can do whatever the fuck with those rights beforehand. Right?
I guess.
But yeah. But yeah, best part is I did a cartoon, but I'm looking it up. That movie still has not been subbed yet, which is amazing, right?
There's a lot of other things happening in the Gojuger.
I guess so. Yeah. But yeah, hey, but you know what? Hey, look, Tariq, they've been teasing in the opening, right, of Happy Party going to rescue a missing pet. Right? Look, you can't.
Every opening has to be literal.
Right? Like, why would you film it for the opening if you're not gonna make it an actual critical plot point at some point within the medium? Right?
Do that.
So, right?
It's
Look. After showing them rescuing a pet cat in the opening, right? It is now the
them rescuing a pet dog. A very honestly, a seemingly very reluctant dog. That dog does not seem like it was trained for the set. It seems like somebody picked up
I don't know. The dog went inside the bag.
The dog didn't fight back, but the dog, it didn't bark, it didn't bite, but it did keep its head up, and they had to push it in.
Yeah, that was like, hey, look, is this what I have to do? Sure.
When I have to put, it's way, honestly, they probably had to do it that way because they might not have been able to get a submissive enough cat. Let me tell you, this isn't even because of having to take her to the vet or put her in a cage or anything. I have a scratch on my wrist right now that is from our cat that is so bad that it looks incredibly problematic for a number of reasons.
There's someone asking, hey, are you going through some rough times or something right now with that?
It looks like that. It looks like I was going through a lot of rough times.
Boy.
All at the same time.
All right. Well, meanwhile, while you're dealing with that, there's just a dude walking around splattering paint everywhere. Right?
Yeah.
Look, he's doing an artistic
he's just
expression.
Gooing all over the place.
Look, this blue paint
everywhere.
Well, it's his artistic expression. But Sachika feeds Shoma a new some gummies, and fucking once again, going back to how this is still my one fault with the show is the concept of all these fucking Gochizo. It forms a new Gochizo, okay? This is they straight up say, hey, look at this new Gochizo that we never seen before. He
And
just
we'll
ate a
never
regular.
see again.
Right, he just ate a regular gummy. Well, what do you mean? This is like the basic gummy bag. This is the gummy bag he's been eating across the show since like episode 1. You know?
Yep. Yeah, new flavors come out all the time. Ooh,
Fuck it, but yeah, it proves a new Gochizo. Sure, fuck it, why not?
Yeah.
But yeah, they find the dude. Actually, the guy
Actually, they
bumps
just
into
walk
them.
around, and then all of a sudden, a fucking
Blueberry
they see a
paint guy.
a guy stumbling around covered in blue. Okay, so I'm gonna spoil some stuff. Hey, it's his blood, right? It's his blood
Right.
because of for whatever reason in that world, you bleed blue.
Yeah, you know, look, that's one of the quirks, you know, right? That's one of the
But,
quirks
like,
of that.
Okay, so all right, I get it. This parallel world shit, blah blah blah. Oh, he bleeds blue. Does it smell like blood? Does it feel like blood? Because I feel like if they identify it as like, I feel like they don't like either they
Right, because we do see him walk, right, and we do see him put his prints on the wall, and those look way more coagulated, right, than regular human blood, right? Like that thing looks like, right. Right, like that actually looks like a blob, you know, like that does not look like the substance of like blood. Like if I were to start bleeding out and then I walk along the wall and I put my bloody handprint on the wall, that's not what my blood would look like. Like he looks like he has lumps in his blood, you know, like that does not. This guy looks like, hey, look, I understand you're bleeding, but you actually have to go see a doctor about this, you know.
Yeah,
like
this looks bad for a number of reasons.
Right, in order to the fact that your blood is blue, you know. Right, but yeah, look, there's some spooky monster, you know, right? It's
honestly, one of the most bug-like characters of Gavv is this one throwaway grunt. This grunt suit is actually pretty like back to our key Bugman roots.
He's spooky, has a big sinister smile and everything, you know. Right? Yeah, Shoma goes fights, and then our mysterious character who's just a father ends up just dusting off, you know. Like, all right, my time is up.
He just falls apart.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get dusted and everything, right? Yeah. But yeah, Shoma defeats our mysterious little grunt guy.
Not before Shoma picks up a weird which I'm starting to realize that I think this is supposed to be like a chocolate bar.
Is that what that is?
Like, I thought at first it was supposed to be a tablet, but then I realized that I think it's just like like it's shaped like a chocolate bar, I think, is like the intention.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, but that's more than enough to open the door space, right?
Yeah.
Which, once again, we are still, once again, the door space rule is what was it? I still feel like the door space is like one of the worst things that they introduced in the show, right? In terms of like a rule set for us to follow along.
It is a huge cheat sheet for them, basically, the entire time. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, but apparently this door space is enough to opens up into a straight up parallel dimension. Well, it forces Shoma into it, right? He has no.
So
right.
Apparently, I mean, it seems like the rule is if you have a doppelganger in that dimension, you get sucked into that dimension. The problem with that rule, though, is that it's immediately broken because Shoma's doppelganger is another person. It's just a whole other person with a different identity and a different life, and none of the same like.
Also, hey, I'll be really real with you, right? And it's something I did not spend the first 30 minutes of this movie thinking, right, whether or not I was racist towards Asian people or not. Right? But I wasn't sure if this was the same actor as Shoma, just doing that stupid bit where they do in every multiverse movie, right? With parallel, where it's this actor playing the same character twice, right? I actually thought, is this Shoma's actor again? Right? And so I had to pause the movie and look at, oh no, this is a straight like completely different person. Okay, good. All right, I was thinking about it for like, I spent a good 30 minutes this movie thinking of if this was in fact Shoma's actor playing.
Nope, it is a whole different guy.
Yeah, right. I was like, this guy didn't. I'll be honest with you. It's been the first time thinking about that until I found out. But yeah, Shoma gets sucked into a multiversal dimension where everything is happy. This is a world where the main form of transportation, air balloons. You know, the derivative. Right.
Oh man, that shit that happened. There's a and
look, in this world, this is a world where
it's all about the sky ships. Play.
What was that disaster again? The Hindenburg, right?
Yeah, don't worry, we're gonna get to that.
Yeah, that event never happened. You know, right?
Yeah, this is a world where the Nazis never took power and the Hindenburg never happened.
Yeah, look, this is a world where the Hindenburg made his successful debut, and everyone was like, all right. We're putting all of our money. All of our money into this.
This is a foolproof form of transportation. Nothing bad could ever happen to this. Man the sky ships. Honey, smoke them if you got them. We're going on a trip.
Right, but yeah, Shoma's like, man, where the fuck am I? You know, like this place, there are too many people here walking around.
Everybody's happy. Nobody's crying.
Right, too many fucking airships. Yeah, right, what the fuck is going on? But but this mysterious guy also works at Happy Parade. Like, oh wait, I've been there. Yeah, right.
And then I guess he slips up for a second, and because he meets alternate world Sachika, and she's just like, oh, you should get cleaned up. Then he starts to take off his shirt. He's like, "Oh man, you're gonna see my Gavv." Oh, And
real quick, man. So I'm really annoyed, right, with this altered dimension Sachika. You know, right? So as I said, like the whole that one of the best quirks, the stupid trope of like altered dimension, right? It's like you see like a complete parallel inverse of like the main universe. Right, and so I like how we know in our universe, Sachika's a Gayu and everything. Like, I was expecting a complete 180 from that, you know, right?
What would be a 180 in your opinion? Would she be in a business suit?
I guess so. She would be right. I guess that would have to be like she would actually be right. Because the whole point of Gayu culture is not to conform to society.
Yeah, I mean, what's crazy is that. We do see that with
right. I also mean that they did not photo edit. Right, they did not CGI the Helen Keller Museum to be.
It's the Keller Helen Museum actually.
Right, like it's an actual business building. You know, right? But yeah, you know, look, I don't know why, but I was kind of disappointed when we get to this world, Sachika, and it's just, oh, wait, this is just regular, like in all extents and purpose, this is really just like Sachika from our universe, and that's it, you know, right?
Yeah.
I was kind of disappointed. I was expecting to be like, I don't know, just to wear like a completely different.
Well, Sachika's clearly, I guess, Sachika is the constant across all dimensions. There can only Sachika is the one true pure being.
Oh, right. She is the anchor being, you know,
yeah,
right.
All the others, all Sachikas are Sachika, but all Lakias are not all Lakia. It's a real dirty deeds done cheap situation.
But yeah, Sean like, boy, where the fuck am I? I guess is this Happy Parade? Boy, this looks like Happy Parade, but it looks kind of different, you know, right? This doesn't look right. Hey, look, that chair was different, you know, right?
Before.
Yeah, Coach Show just made the chair being different. That's it. It's like, oh wait, hold on. There wasn't an office chair there, you know, right?
Yeah.
I just love how his understanding this thing. It's just like, oh wait, that's a different chair, you know, right?
Yeah.
And everything.
Then he decided. Then they, I guess, let him out to go see the rest of the world without. I mean, I'm impressed by how quickly they just adapt and like listen to what Shoma says is like his situation. Like, crazy, interesting.
Yeah,
anyway,
I mean, it makes more sense to what we're working with, you know, right? Like this guy doesn't even know what the fuck this thing on his belt is on his stomach is called, right?
So Taurin, right, is our is our Shoma substitute, and Taurin is just a guy. He's just a guy. He also has his own Gavv, and you know what that Gavv is? It's fucking stupid. It's not the bitter Gavv, and it's not like it's not the bitter Gavv. It's also not like a regular Gavv. It also doesn't have the fucking. I really want to point this out now because it comes up later and I didn't realize it until it was happening. Do you see what else is different about Taurin's Gavv?
Does he not? He doesn't have the handle, right?
Yup.
Like the.
He doesn't have a handle. It just has. Well, let me put it another way. It doesn't have the
rotating bit. Yeah.
Technically, if you look at it closely, that little bit that like is sticking out the side a bit, that little bit that hangs over the edge, is I guess supposed to be a handle. That because later on when we see it get used, he is just flapping that thing up and down like incessantly, and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then I realized, oh, that's supposed to be a handle. That's so fucking dumb.
I didn't even notice that. I noticed his stupid little buttons, like his stupid little side buttons and everything, right?
Yeah.
Is there a good image of?
If you look at it at like 540 when he's showing it, like you can see.
Oh, okay. They do a front shot of it.
Yeah, it's just like a little lip clip hanging over the side that like.
Right.
Does
yeah. Right. Yeah. I see it now. Wow, that's I did not notice that.
It's fine. It's a fine design when you don't like it. Honestly, here's the thing, right? The function of the Gavv belt, to have, or driver at least, to be like, to have the rotating handle is kind of unnecessary. It made sense with build because it was like, oh, you're mixing the two bottles up together. Gavv's is like, it just needs to. I mean, I guess it's for the function of having gears to spin so that the mouth chews. I get that, but it really didn't need to do all that. You could have just flipped it up and flipped it down. This is the most basic standard of that, where it's just like, yeah, you flip it up, you flip it down, you chomp it up, and then boom, there you go. And it's like, oh, okay, I guess, yeah.
Okay. I had to look this. I was wondering how this toy was released. Okay, they did release an actual completely new belt. Okay, all right, because I don't know if you noticed with the actual toy Gavv belt that's out. Like you can remove the faceplate. You can remove that stupid little face thing, and that's what people were speculating on early on within the show of how they were gonna do this.
Replaceable faceplate.
Oh yeah, but they actually did release the full belt. I was thinking about how is this thing done? Did they actually release the faceplate or the belt? But they did release a full belt of this thing. All right, that's good to know. Okay, but yeah. Hey, look, I feel like Showa should be asking more questions about the fact that, hey, am I in a parallel dimension? What the fuck is going on? Hey, do you guys have Neil deGrasse Tyson in this universe?
Have you ever heard of a place called Stomach Inc.? Do you know anything about dark treats? Instead, he just runs out into the wild to go explore on his own.
Right? I mean, he suddenly reveals where he's from to them. Right? But by the way, there's a lot of info dumping to these two people. Right? You know? Right? It's like, hey, so this is what happened in my world. Is that what's going on in your world? What was happening here? You know, are you a child that was possibly born of sexual assault?
Yeah,
you know?
and then Taurin is just like, yeah, I didn't even know I wasn't, like, human. Like, I just thought I had a weird growth on my tummy.
Right? It's just, I was like, yeah. But, you know, I guess they're finding out, you know. But yeah, but meanwhile, back in our real main universe, this is how you know this is a parallel dimension. This parallel dimension is wearing dark clothing. Ooh.
Now
you know,
here's the thing. Hold on. Nope. Sachika has not returned the dog. I wanted to make sure that was still true. Yes, I don't know that Sachika ever returns this dog to its owner. Like, they walk back into the office with the dog crate and the dog, but they're focusing on this whole thing of, like, what happened to Now she's gathered Honto and Locky of the Brain Trust to fucking figure it out. And do a police sketch of who attacked Shoma, and it's just like, okay, that's a plan.
But I felt like along the way back they could have returned the dog.
You could have dropped that dog off to its owner. You are getting distracted. I know that there are priorities, but like that dog does need to go to its owner. It probably needs to shit.
Someone did pay you. Someone did pay you to return this dog to them. You know. Right, yeah. But don't worry, look. But Hato and all this. Hey, look, don't worry. Hey, I have a plan, Prez. Just draw the monster, you know, right?
It worked. It worked for me. It only took me 15 years to find my mom's killer, something like that.
Yeah, but it will work for you. Just what you got going on here. But yeah, so meanwhile they're doing that. Shoma, quickly in the parallel in Earth. We could just call this Earth 2, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, in Earth 2, he's quickly adjusting to this world where I guess it's a parade, a party every single fucking day.
There's always a parade, there's always a festival. Actually, I just realized, I don't think this is actually a parallel Earth. I think this is a parallel Granute world. This is just the Granute world I'm looking at it now. This is just the Granute world if it wasn't dark and spooky and all the CGI and stuff.
Is this the Granute world?
I mean, it is Earth 2 by, functionally. But I think it's just the Granute world if you turn the lights on. Like, that's why it looks like there's a fair and everything that stalls and stuff, because that's what the Granute world would have, always has, is a bunch of...
Hey, but wouldn't there be more Granute walking around if that's the case?
I don't know. It's weird. This whole world, that world's logic makes less sense than the one that we've had with, Earth 1. Because it's okay, so clearly Granutes are living amongst humans, but not, eating them. They're doing their own thing.
Yeah, because they haven't figured out that this is a world where we did not shun the Granute into the other dimensions, you know.
This is a world where Granutes realized that they could just eat the floor. That they just were like, oh shit, why would I eat humans? They've got rocks. Wow, we found rocks.
You know, right? But but hey, look, Shoma meets alternate Jeep and Cheetah, you know, right?
Yeah, they don't know what the fuck they're
This is a world where Jeep does not have a mental breakdown and Cheetah is still alive.
Cheetah's still alive, yeah.
Hey, also, the best part about this parallel Earth, right? There is no Lizelle and there is no fucking president, you know, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, so the place that the wiki lists this as landing is right before Shoma goes off to with Niel to fight the president, and well, that kind of makes sense based off of everything that we see, because we get Parfait and putting all a mode, right?
Right.
It's just crazy because it's okay, but almost your entire family is dead now. You actually no. Technically, only two. At this point, we've only killed Glada. We've only killed Glada and Cheetah. But it just becomes this thing of seeing his siblings should be fucking traumatic. That would cause me to freak the fuck out.
Look, Shoma wants the best. He'll see right? He'll see the best, right? And he sees that they're not attacking people, right? And they're not straight up kidnapping people. And he's like, oh, okay, look, maybe I can talk to them, you know? And then, and then there's a universe where Lakia, he does not work in the mind.
Lakia is the bag boy for the twins.
Yeah. I guess it's better than him working in the mind.
That they definitely still have the ability to create agents, so they're just choosing to enslave I guess employ is the nice way to put it. This fucking guy, this other Granute.
And he fucking hates it, but he's like, oh fuck, they're paying me too well, you know, right? I can't. Look, I'm being treated as a lapdog, but boy, you know, I'm getting my college is getting funded right now.
Yeah, I gotta pay for my little brother, so I don't have to work in that.
Right, and he's alive. He's alive in this universe.
Where Comel is alive because again, dark. It's so crazy that this is one of those weird, butterfly effect things of just well, if we didn't have heroin, if we never found, if no one
Right.
ever like messed with poppy seeds and turned them into opioids, then the utopia that we'd be living in, it'd be balloons everywhere.
Yeah, look, and look. And this is a world where the CIA never went down to the inner cities, right?
Yeah.
The CIA just stuck it to them, just kept it to themselves, right? But this is also a world where Honto did not get a journalism, and he works for for Uber Eats.
Well, he wouldn't. Yeah, he would work at Uber Eats because his mom is still alive. He's still.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have that
And-
drive in him to become a journalist. Why would he meet this? Why would he meet that journalist guy if he doesn't have a dead mom?
Yeah, and so, but I just think it's funny how in this universe, right, like the best thing that would have happened for Hawk, like he just becomes an Uber Eats guy, and that's it, as opposed to being like a quote unquote journalist.
Yeah, a quote unquote freelance journalist. Freelance journalist is code for you don't have a job.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he technically does have a job in this one, right? Yeah, and his mom is alive. So that's all fine and dandy. But you know what? But Shoma's like, okay, all right. Hanko's mom is alive.
Not all is perfect in this utopia.
Komel mom is alive. Lakia's brother is alive.
Yeah.
Does that mean my mother's alive?
Oh, maybe my mom. Oh, hey, it's my mom. Oh, hey, it's my mom, and she doesn't. She's living a life with her daughter. Her daughter is...
It also occurred to me up until this moment. Did adult Shoma ever interact with his mother in the show?
Yes.
He did.
It happened right at the beginning of... At the beginning of the show, like with the
I know that bit, right? But did they ever flashback? Was there any ever flashback of them, of the two actors ever interact? Because if I recall, every flashback we ever saw with the mother was with the child actor for Shoma, right?
Yes, but the flashback when she dies is with adult Shoma.
Yeah, but that's like the only time, right? There's been no other.
What I'm saying, was there ever? That one time. That is the one time.
Yeah, at the beginning of the season.
Every other time it was with the child.
Yeah, I was like, huh. I had to think about like how many times has we seen the main actor for Shoma actually interact with the actress for his mother, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I was like, and then and so hello, and I got a lot of, right? I mean, they came up to a minute, but I honestly thought this was gonna be like that fucking Naruto movie where he went to the altar.
Yeah.
When he went to. Yeah, right? Where the fuck? I was about to say Naruto last. I was like, wait, no, that was not it. I was like, where the fuck that Naruto movie is when he went to the altar and he met his alive parent. I thought we were going for that route. It is not that route by the end of it, So hey,
yeah, no,
look,
it's just him.
Having like this sense of joy for the first time in his life, but he has to share it by himself, But hey, but at least we know what would happen if Sean would have been born a girl, So there we go.
Yeah. Well,
right?
We also know what would have happened. We also basically learned what would have happened if his mother was never kidnapped and forced to breed an heir for the oligarchical the candy oligarch of the Granny world.
Look, he has to he has to meet his technically not real, maybe real sister, right?
Yeah, the child that could have been.
The sibling that could have been, but yeah. Then meanwhile, all of that we finally get introduced to our main villain. At some point, our main villain finally shows up into this movie. Now that we're right after we spent all this moment, right? I think his name is Carnis, I believe.
Caries.
Right.
Caries, I guess, is technically how you're supposed to say it, but it's he's a big old he's the cavity monster.
Right. Oh yeah, look, I'm gonna turn everything into the upside down world,
Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Then meanwhile, back in the real game, I guess this is the point where they have finally returned the dogs, and they went back to Lakia's place, but really originally Shuga's place. Good thing Lakia did not throw away any of this stuff. When he moved in, he's like, I don't want to deal with this. I'll just throw it all in the corner instead. I'll just look. I just need a bed. That's all I care about. Right, I'll keep all this guy's weird old studies or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
right.
I also remember. He's like, yeah, I also remember some time when Shuga was telling me about Bigfoot. showing me some weird books he had on Bigfoot and shit. He's like,
Yeah,
hey,
no,
listen, if the Granutes are real, what else was I right about? Look, Nessie's just a big old whale dick in the fucking sea.
Also, I love how in his study, right, when he writes about the weird agent, right, he said these are like granules, but they're not granules. I'm like, all right, are you just using your granule as a base for everything? It's like, are you saying like, Bigfoot is just like a granule, but he's not a granule?
Look, all cryptids, all these weird things are cryptids, but not all cryptids are Bigfoot. Okay.
Right? It's just really weird how he just describes like the guys that these things look like granules, but they're not granules. I was like, all right, then what are they? Don't just say that. That makes
they're probably not granules. Well, I don't need to describe. Yeah, this dog is like a granute, but small and on 4 legs and furry and oh wait, no, that's not a granute at all.
It's so funny how the shit is done. He just writes like like about the fucking Kate, about Cardis's agent. Like, they're kind of like granules, but they're not. You know, I just think it's real fun. It's like that's the best they got for him. But yeah, so then Cardis's weird little grunt guys
transforms with the power of his cartridge. Very specifically saying that it's a cartridge and not a it's a Gochizo.
No. This world does not have a marketing team. All right, there's no marketing going around. Right, you know, there's no person at the head of at Bandai trying to come up with quick catchy names for these things. You know,
nobody in charge of marketing because Jesus Christ, the Carrie's suit, the one that we start out with is really fucking awful. I mean, it's okay. Let me put this.
Is it awful? I think it looks pretty good.
It's simple white and red with a little bit of some other accent marks to like.
I mean, it's really simple, right?
Yeah,
like it's just a plain white suit with like lines just jaggeding across.
But the big dumb like wizard dragon claws are just
I guess we say it would look better if it didn't have the big meaty claws or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I think this form. I think as a base form, right before the eventual reveal of his real writer form or whatever the fuck, right? I think this form looks perfectly fine. Honestly, I don't think it's that bad. I think it looks really simple enough.
I'm not a big fan of the claws, but I get that it does something, and at least they do later on show like a creative use with it.
But yeah, Shoma transforms into Blizzard Strobe and he beats the shit out of his out of all the agent, the not agent or whatever, right? But Cardis cannot retain his writer form for too long. He's like, oh well, damn.
Melts away.
Oh, it decays, right? He's like, guess I'm out of here.
Oh man, maybe basing my entire thing on decay is good for maintaining an armored form.
Yeah, consistency, you know. But yeah, I don't know about he's like, well. I'm gone. I don't know if he doesn't even try to stay and fight. He's like, I know what the current position of power is, and I do not want to be here. I'm just gonna fuck off. I think it's amazing how he just like, as soon as the suit disappears, he's like, yeah, I can't be here. I'm not dealing with this. Sorry, bye. He just fucking. I think that's great. He recognizes the situation and he walks off. You know.
Yep. Well, right. I seem to have lost my ability to fight. I will leave now. I do not want to deal with this.
Right, but yeah, then we cut. Then he goes back to his weird dimension, and then it turns out he has like a little Igor assistant guy that
he's got his own guy in the chair, science guy, who's got a weird funky eye and a piercing and a fucking little bit of his little eccentric little guy. Yeah, you know, right. Yeah.
But he's like, yeah, look, this little cartridge, you know, not Gochizo's, you know, right? Hey, look, it's all part of my plan.
It's my own thing that I made up by copying that other thing. And
this is
the thing that I find interesting about, again, this world, is that, so, the Carries is not even from this world, it appears.
He's from another planet. This is Earth 3. This is Earth 3 now.
He's on Earth 3, and they have to get Gavvs. They have to get granute organs, and they have to go organ harvesting. What is it? What's the fucking the Chinese? thing, Shen Yun. Yeah, Shen Yun style. Just harvest some organs and keep those around for carries to go through. But again, this leads me to believe that Earth 2 is more of like some kind of utopic society where Grandutes and humans live amongst each other, unknowing of what the two are. Apparently, at least the humans don't know about Grandutes, and they just but they're also getting like picked off apparently for their organs, and organs are like their Gavs ripped off.
I mean, they're not even are they? I thought it was something that they're making weird clones of people or whatever the fuck, right? That's what it was.
Well, they're making clones of. They're making clones, but they're making clones because they make the clones to once they only made the clones after they got the they figured out Grandutes. They had to figure out how to make their own Grandutes, and then they just started fucking ripping it off like a Band-Aid, like pulling out their appendixes and slapping them around his waist.
Right, but so they give a name to these things. They're gonna call them mutters. I think that's a terrible name. I don't know why I don't know why. I don't know why. I think that's a derogatory slur. First of all, right? Calling him mutters. I was like, boy, can you guys say that?
He's the king of them. He's the king of the muters. Oh, but you can't say it with the hard R.
Oh, but show like, well, we're getting somewhere. So hey, who wants some? All right, who wants some snacks? You know, and then Torrent see this like vaguely candy shaped house, you know, and it triggers something.
I
thought it was real funny at this weird, stupid little this brightly color house that's on a logo, right? On the sticker triggers them, but not the fact that he lives in the fucking color house.
That doesn't remind him anything of the place that he came from.
Right, but this fucking candy house does, right? I was like, oh, okay, sure, I guess so. But yeah, I was like, look, there's something weird off about this, right? Yeah. So then we take this moment to I guess you could kind of say it's like a side quest, right? Investigating more into this guy that just showed up and kidnap a bunch of people. Nah, let's go build a fucking gingerbread house.
A gingerbread house, and Sachika's gonna regale us with the lore accurate story of Hansel and Gretel.
Right, I feel like this is not the time to be doing. I feel like there's a way bigger issue at hand, you know, than us building this stupid gingerbread, stupid little candy house, you know. But yeah, they. Yeah. But also, this thing is. It's not like this thing is also not. I mean, it's plot relevant for the plot, but it's not like this is something they need to build, right? It's not like they're entering a gingerbread house contest or anything that they need to infiltrate the building.
It's not even that they're doing it because, like it is regularly in Gavv, where it's like, oh, we should try making this food because it'll power up Shoma. It's like,
no, they're just deciding to build a gingerbread house for the fuck of it.
Yeah, let's make a gingerbread house. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, and then it's enough to build, and we get two new Gochizos out of it, you know.
Yeah, one from Tauren and one from Shoma.
Right, we get this dude, and we had the Hexam, and do we even have a name for the other one, right?
I tried looking it up, and I don't think so.
Oh, it's called Pudding Night, I guess.
Is it? I thought that was
from... Is it? No, it's not. No.
That's from a la mode.
No, it's not. Oh my god, do we not have a name for this thing?
I don't think so. I'm not even sure that he uses it.
Yeah, he does not use it at any point, huh? Interesting. Wow, man. No, okay, sure, why not? Yeah. Hey, look, that dude has a mustache. He looks really funny. It's a little house guy. It's a little. Yeah. Also, apparently, up until this point, Torrent has not been making Gochizo. So.
Yeah. Apparently, this is the first time that he's ever eaten. Well, it's also unclear how long Tauren's even been in this situation, right? Because technically, all we know is that he's working at Happy Pare and Sachika, but like, we're presuming that it operates on the same timeline, but this could be
Right.
day 3 of him being there, or like, he's been there for a week, and he's just like, oh shit, damn, I didn't know this was. That's what I am.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Also, I think it's also crazy that he clearly lives in a world where the only form of fucking food substance is candy. By the way, right? Right.
Yeah,
I have not seen.
No. When Hanto delivers Glass,
Oh, yeah, that's yeah, you're right.
or whatever, she's got like all the shit. She got ramen. She got curry.
Yeah, that is true. That's true. But it's also kind of assumed that the main source of fucking food is offered by elf logic. I'm like, yeah, man, if it's sweet, it's on our food pyramid, right?
Yeah.
Snack. Hey, pizza. Oh man, those are junk food over here. We don't want that
It's something
stuff here.
that again to the point of like the alternate timeline of this world, like the Stomach family, as we see them, are out and about because they are studying human snacks and food for their own stuff, and it's like, boy, at what point is their dad still alive? Did their dad, what? Is this like a world where their grandpa just never made it to fucking the human world?
This is a world who was Dente's brother again?
Oh god.
Bush was the dad.
I'm gonna say Grebe. I'll just say Grebe.
Yeah,
That's a name.
Yeah, sure. Right. This is a world where Grebe never decided to go to China in the 40s.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So, after a nice night of making a gingerbread house and that doing absolutely dog shit nothing to advance the plot.
Zob.
Okay, hey, was that so different from Grebe?
Yeah, no. But there we go, Zob. All right, yeah. But yeah, it's Uncle where Uncle Dente never decided to go to China. Right in the 40s.
Yeah. But then so that then we cut back to the hanging pelts of Gavs that the fucking that Igor has, which is fucking crazy. Like, when you think about it, all of that blue coloring is supposed to be because they bleed blue. What you might not realize is that those are all bloody fucking pelts of skin that have, they are scalping granules.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's exactly. Also, wait, this can't be a granule because he does end up kidnapping people from the granule world, right? Because we cut to the scene.
I guess that's true. I guess there is a so there's an Earth 2, a Granite World 2, and a fucking Earth 3 that carries us from.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so and then also this Earth 2 granule does not have access to the door space, which I feel like that's a bit. I feel like the door should be like the nexus point where anyone can just fuck around in. Sure, but why not? It feels pretty weird that only Earth 1 has the infinite door space to enter the multiverse, but whatever. But anyway.
It really feels like that should have been a thing that they already had, but apparently it isn't.
Yeah. Also, how lazy they were with this scene. So I'm pretty sure if I remember, they do have a full fursuit costume set for Jeem and Cheetah's great. But no, it's just only their.
We've seen them. We've seen them do this, and yeah, it's just the heads. It's
just the head.
We do not feel like getting you in this. Also, they don't feel like doing it to the point that even when we have the movie and we get to the big climactic scene with the Stomach family, none of them transform.
Yeah, but at least it's really weird. But yes, anyway, Igor, whatever the fuck his name is, I don't know if it's a weird name, but I think it's better we just call him Igor. He just goes, he starts going around kidnapping people. It's like, everyone gets kidnapped, right?
Yeah.
And then Hato gets it, but he gets knocked out,
He gets knocked
right?
off his bike, and then somehow
he enters a dream.
In his concussion, in his unconscious state, he dreams, and that's how we get our obligatory crossover baton passing.
Right, we get our quick movie cameo, right, of our next Kamen Rider Zets, played by the #1 agent, right?
Yeah.
Baku Yorozu.
Who I keep forgetting Baku. So we made this joke when we were talking about Fujimi and stuff. I forget that Dream Baku has a full ass pistol.
Right. Also, I heard the best thing. Right. I heard the best fucking theory about how this Baku is so cool. I mean, obviously they always make the next Kamen Rider cool and competent
they make them,
in a
We
cameo.
had plenty of problems with Gotchard and how they.
Right. But someone's put as since this is an alternate dimension, Hato's dream.
Oh
right.
God, it's an alternate dimension Dream Baku.
Yes, right, because it's clearly right. As far as we're concerned, within Zets, right? Dream. It's not like fucking the MCU where you can dream walk into other multiverse
Into
dreams
other
bullshit.
dimensions and stuff. Yeah,
Right. Yeah, but you can only enter the dream. Right. So
it has to be an Earth 2 Zets. Yes.
right. This is an Earth 2 Baku that's going around right now. Right. I was like, oh my god. I was watching. I was like, man, how is this Baku so fucking cool? Ignoring the fact that they have to make him cool in these obligatory cameos, right? I was thinking about. I was like, oh wait, is this the Earth 2 version of Baku?
I guess so. And
right, because he literally fucking does an Inception.
Yeah, I was about to say, Earth 2 Baku knows how to do the thing, knows how to do an Inception just to kill 2 grunts.
This guy's just so fucking badass, bro. He's just doing so much. He's like, yeah, boy. This is a Baku that has full. He is who is awake and dreaming at the exact same time. You know,
he knows
right?
exactly what the fuck to do.
He has full control. When you're in dreaming, you are in his reality. You know, right? It's fucking amazing. But yeah, all right. Well, all right. That was fun. All right, wake the fuck up now.
Anyway, apparently that the Dream Zets was able to stop the real muters.
Yeah, remember the dream world affects the real world. You gotta remember that. You know, it's established.
Anyway, as
right?
all of that is happening, apparently Shoma and Taurin miss all of it until they get to the Hidamari shop.
Yeah.
And there is just a that child. Okay, in a real world, that child should be calling 911. Right? That's what that girl should have done. Like that I would be disappointed as her mother that she did not call 911 after I.
Well, but you can't. And all 911 is also gone. You know, but and also in a real world, they should not leave that child behind.
Yeah. She hid. She pulled an Anne Frank, and her mom said, "Hide here in this closet."
Right, and then instead of them staying with her, saying, "All right, we'll stay with you until like a police. Maybe your uncle comes home. You know, hey, you have an uncle in this."
Do you have an uncle in this? Hey, weird question, but I know who your uncle is. He doesn't know me. Where is he? Why is he not here?
Right, is he gonna show up? You know, right? Do you have a right? Is he gonna? What's going on there?
Yeah.
you know.
Meanwhile, we cut to the other half of this abduction plot. Apparently, the Stomach family is very upset that they've lost their 2 golden goose children. Our favorite little boy and girl. How dare they kidnap our twin baby siblings? Oh, we must go
also,
find them.
look. As I know the joke within the main show when Longo not knowing what was going on.
Longo doesn't know. Yeah.
Right? But shit, boy, and it's just really bad. And look, he's like, oh, fuck, were they kidnapped? I'm like, we actually need them. They're actually competent in this universe.
They were doing important research for us. Oh, God, no.
Yeah, we also just like also it didn't occur to me while rewatching this. He's the one that summons out all the agents, right?
Yep,
it's not like all 3.
He just pops out a shit ton of agents real fucking fast.
Yeah, and it makes it remind like how competent, like ignoring the fact that he doesn't know anything. Hey, Longo's actually very scary, you know, right?
Yeah.
You think about it, right? Like just like this scene of him just somebody out like just bursting out. I was like, hey, I want everything. Search.
Yeah. We will burn this place to the fucking ground. Finding those 2.
Mm-hmm. Right. I was like,
They will rue the day that they messed with the Stomach family. I will. Leave no stone unturned.
Right, but Shoma reveals more to Torin. Like, hey, back in my world, you know, my mom died real badly and everything.
Yeah, that would have been my mom, but look, I don't want to get too into the details of it, but basically, she was forced to have me.
Right. But yeah, but don't worry, Tara's like, alright, don't worry, I got your back, Shoma.
Yeah,
We'll figure this out together.
Yeah, let's go figure this out together. We're just the same. And it's like, oh, maybe not that the same, because apparently there's a fucking, Lake Laogai ass castle at the fucking at the edge of town that nobody's noticed. It's just there.
Yeah, look, it's an abandoned theme park, right? That's what this that's what this place is. Thankfully, there's Gochizo in this universe to for them to
Yeah, luckily Sachika had a Gochizo on her. Earth 2 Sachika had a Gochizo on her, and that Gochizo was able to tell them where to go.
And able to find her real quick. I was like, oh man,
and then we find a bunch of creepy kids in white clothing that that's never fun. Never.
Yeah, that's never a good sign. That's never a good sign. Look, like all these child are wearing white clothing, right? White shoes and everything. They're hiding. Oh boy,
no, if we can't talk to you. Master says that if we talk to you, then they'll take us away from him. We don't want.
Yeah, we won't get fed,
Yeah.
But don't worry. Therefore, they enter into Willy Wonka's death house, right?
Yeah, mansion of mysteries, which is
I just love this table just being made out of fucking.
Yeah, I don't know what the point is of making all this shit food. Like, that just seems like, I get it, like it's all edible, but like, this is a whole house based off of, but is it cake?
Right, like why are you guys eating this stuff? It's just, it gives Shoma more time to just pop out more Gochizo, I guess, to do something. Yeah,
it is proof positive that Shoma would have and should have died in his original world, because
also I love how we see him just still carrying the stupid little piece of the table he broke apart when they were hiding.
Well, I mean, it was delicious.
I'm not letting this go to waste, what I mean? Look, my mom didn't raise a person to waste food, right?
We don't waste food in this household.
Yeah.
They go to your world, but we eat all of everything we pick up.
But yeah, they start going to all the nightmare rooms, like all these horror things.
There's a horror room. There's a toy room. Don't really like that. And then we get to the scalp hanging room.
Yeah. The basement, they go, hey, Tor, does any of this seem familiar? And you know what's going on here?
I hope it doesn't, because it's pretty fucking gnarly down here. But, yeah, that's enough to trigger Taurin into remembering everything. It's all coming back to him.
He was bored here. What? Yeah. I remember all this. Hey, look, also, they find Sachika and everyone in the basement. Hey, disappoint this fucking, jail cell, not a cake room as well,
Also, apparently, this jail cell that is not a cake room is not the jail. It's never really explained what Sheeta and Jeeb are not in this group. What happened to Sheeta and Jeeb? Because the next time that we see them, they are free, but we did not.
Well, I mean, it's assumed that they're found. Right?
Yeah.
I have to guess that the fucking agents, like Longo's agent, found them and broke them out, right?
I guess, yeah.
But yeah, hey, look, hey, not my mom, but is my mom, right? Don't worry. Look, I'm not gonna worry you, but you're all safe. Let's go. Hey, follow these little.
You're safe, and she's like, I've never met you before except for that one time in my life.
Yeah, like I gotta figure out what's going on here. Right?
Yeah.
But hey, look, follow these little collectible toy gimmicks, right? Yeah. Don't lead you to safety.
Sachika and the toys will lead you to safety.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then we found out Taurin is number 174, is this relevant to anything?
I don't
is this
think
another?
So. I think it's just a fucking thing.
Okay, good. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. I'm gonna quickly look up what year did Kamen Rider. 1971. Boy, they had a chance. They had a chance. They could have.
Nope.
Oh, look, they could have named him. They could have named him. 191 or 971.
Look, I'm okay with not doing with not making everything a.
Oh, when I'm not making everything a nepotism, right? Not everything has to lead back to the original Kamen Rider,
Yeah, some things can just be their own thing.
Right? Yeah, but then we just find out that, oh yeah, by the way, yeah, all this came about one day when we learned how to travel the multiverse. We found you, right? We're like, oh wow, that's pretty cool. We should we
just started being weird and creepy about it.
Yeah, I just think it's just real fucking funny how all this happened because they just happened to find Shoma's fucking weird multiverse thing. Really put the question to hey, I'm just saying, I feel like Kaguya should be on top of this stuff and not letting people just casually stroll through the multiverse, and that's gonna be his gimmick, right? Where's Kaguya?
Apparently he's not protecting the multiverse as well as he should be.
Right? Like, hey, where's, right? I feel like he should be on top of this stuff. And like, yeah, because these guys, I'm pretty sure, were just happy to try. And then they just saw this dude, like, oh, wow, we can recreate that, right? I can do that,
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, it's just probably easy, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how the fuck I would develop a Gavv, but I'm gonna figure out how to make a Gavv, right? Yeah.
Which just leads to, apparently their solution was figure out how Granutes work, make a bunch of Granute clones, artificially collect the Granute belts by ripping them off of them. Clearly not as good a scientist as Shuga or Nielv for making the bitter gas. Just graft them onto carries every time he wants to fucking do shit.
Right, and then at some point we just started attacking. By the way, I'll say, hey, real quick, not related to another recording we did. Also another fear of just doing your everyday errands and a guy fucking slashes you with a fucking knife. Right? Also another fucking fear of mine. Right?
Yeah.
You imagine? I guess.
That's just a thing.
Right. Right? It's just they don't show it, right? Because it's a big spoiler by the end of it, right? Imagine you're just out and about collecting your mail, and a guy fucking slashes you with a fucking knife. That'd be fucking horrifying. Honestly, if anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, we find out the secret.
Yeah.
Right.
Carries goes off to now it's a big old fight. Carries versus Cake King Gavv.
Yeah.
And then Talron's like, I'll join in too. This is the point where I realized that it didn't have the fucking rotating handle, and I was pissed off because I was like, Jesus Christ, this looks so stupid. He's just opening the flap up and down. Just going, bap, 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 bap,
right, the problem is he has a button, right? Yeah. He has a button to press, right? And it occurs to me like, but I feel like the rotating Gavv bit was never really like the important aspect of that belt,
It was the button on the side, but now you see.
Right, I also don't remember if on the actual toy Gavv, if you rotate the handle, if the actual faceplate actually moves in sync or not with it, right? Right, I'm not sure if it just makes a sound, but yeah, it's not enough. Right, yeah. But yeah, hey, look, but you know what? Hey, look, Howard, he can still become a Granute, Ooh, yeah, there you go.
He just transforms into Granute form, and hey, gotta say, one of the better Granute forms
Look, you're not a Kamen Rider, but you're a Granute, There you go. Right?
Yeah.
That's good enough for you. Right?
Yeah. And hey, he's able to put up a pretty good fight for a while until Carries decides that he just wants to kill him. Also, fucking Shoma pulls out the Whipple soldiers, and they use the Vrokan Gatling, and the fact that he never did this on this scale in any of the main show is fucking annoying to me.
Yeah, he just starts bombarding all the muters and everything. It's fucking insane, right? He also makes a bunch of other Whipple soldiers who are just fighting in the meter, right? He's just straight up sacrificing Whipple soldiers.
Yeah,
right.
This is the largest. Before it's only been 2 at a time. This is the largest scale Whipple soldier assault he's ever dragged.
Look, it's probably the candy in this world. They probably have extra sugar. There's a world where they're where technically their main source is.
Fuck! You know what? He does. I just remembered. Shoma does use that other fucking thing. I think it does have a name. We'll get to that Gochizo later.
Okay.
But anyway, hey, Tauren gets his Gavv ripped off his fucking.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty violent.
If that wasn't blue, that would be fucking gore red.
Yeah, this would be an Amazon level of gore.
Yeah,
right? This thing is horrifying as well.
That is a fucking nightmarish way to like acquire the powers of a Kamen Rider, is just by ripping off the fucking stomach of your opponent. It is part of you, and now it is. I have taken it for myself.
Yeah, it's all mine now. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't
see the upgraded form of carries, which, boy, that is a slick motherfucker.
Yeah, this one is pretty good. Right, for a movie going for it's pretty nice.
Yeah,
honestly,
it's not too much of like a tweaked repaint that it's like lazy, but it's also still recognizable as being supposed to be like a parallel to like a form that we've already seen.
Mm-hmm. But also has symbiote powers, everything. Does not work. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Look, you can't hurt me, can't get me. Ha ha. Right? Yeah, and then he just pretty much kills this. This dimension.
He just decides to start making the world fall apart, and that's where we get our Hindenburg moment, and he just drops a blimp on the fucking ground.
Yeah, also, I'm just saying, look, so the buildings are all decaying, but the people are not. I feel like if there was a decaying death virus, I feel like we should see a lot of people with missing scalps walking around.
Apparently it's just destroying the. Even though they explicitly say that it has the ability to decay when regardless of natural or artificial like objects, it's just like the human bodies are fine. It's just the they can survive it. Are dying.
Yeah, but don't worry. This dimension Honto he's still being a hero, right? Like even if he does,
even when he's a schmuck who's stuck doing Uber Eats.
Right? Like he will risk his life to save a child, right? And by risk, he says, "Hey, please take this child before you take me,
Yeah.
Take this child and spare him. If you want more childs, I can get you more childs, right?
Yeah.
If you put in the app, if you put an order on the app, I'll get you some childs."
Yeah, please stop. I don't have. I just have all I have is a big backpack. I have a big boxy backpack.
Yeah, that's all. But don't worry. But don't worry. Meanwhile, thankfully, conveniently at that time, they finally decide to
because Earth 2 Honto and Lakia bump into the door, and Lakia happened to be holding the chocolate bar key. That sucks Lakia in, and also Honto, and then they pop over, and then we get probably the best use of strategic Kamen Rider transformation. Because now they don't have to green screen, do the terrible. I don't know how fucking what is it? Not Nutty Professor Norbit, and other shit was able to exist for years, and Jack and Jill or whatever that fucking Adam Sandler movie was.
Yeah.
They were able to do that.
They're not the Paratrap Lindsay Lohan.
All that fucking two of the same person at one time. Shit was able to work. But Toei cannot, for their fucking life, do that in live action. Make two people be in the same.
Every naturally looks, right. No,
so thank God they transform into their Kamen Rider forms so that they can run this gag of like, oh, you can't touch your form. It'll cause a fucking. Well, you'll ruin you'll cross the streams. You'll ruin the multiverse.
Yeah. But by the way, I love how fucking lame Honto's fucking. I love how lame Earth 2 Honto is, right?
Yeah.
At least Earth 2 Lakia can do something, right?
Earth 2 Lakia is trying. Earth 2 Honto is a fucking. He's just a sad boy.
Yeah, but don't worry. Look. It's Lakia and Honto's final stand against this army of muters or whatever, right? So they got this.
They'll take care of everything now.
Yeah, but Tauren's dead. Look, I'm amazed he's still alive and kicking.
Yeah, he had his fucking intestines ripped out, but he'll bounce back.
Look, he's alive for long enough to do a final speech of goodbye to show that Hope I had fun. Hey, thank you for telling me that I can eat sweet this entire time.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
really should have tried that. Really should have taken more time to try that while I was still alive.
Right, you know, right?
I didn't know how good I had it.
Yeah, I could have made my own little armies of dudes, you know, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, but so Torrance died, but you know who isn't dead? But you know who isn't dead, right?
Yeah, he's Gochizo. Hey, we're
Yeah, the Hellhelm. Hexen, where the fuck?
Hexenheim, you're staying with me.
Yeah, look, you're until it's time for you to disappear. You're with me, little buddy. Also, man, I can show up. Takes this time to reflect on all of his good memory with Tower, which is like the last 2 days.
24 hours, 36 hours.
Right. Oh man, I would never have a friendship like this ever again. I don't have anyone like that back in my world, you know. I don't have a good friend like him, you know, right? No one knows me. No one knows me that well back in my universe, right? Like that. Yeah, but don't worry. But don't look. As Shoma is getting his ass beat. The coup arrived. Oh yes.
The Avengers are here on your left.
Right. Look, it's our stomach sibling. Also, boy, I don't know. Man, so this bit really, they really got me. They got me really tricked for like a good bit, thinking that fucking that Earth 2 GLaDOS weapon was a fucking log. Right?
Okay, so here's my issue with that whole thing, right? So Earth 2 GLaDOS shows up, right? And she has this fucking log. And all I can think of is, okay, but you all have weapons. Why is she just pick up this log and, like, did she just kick at them? And that's apparently enough of, like, an attack to warrant this making some semblance of sense.
It's so fucking funny. She's just walking with this fucking thing. With this big ass log. I mean, she does eventually do pull out her stupid little scythe.
Her fucking scythe. But like,
right?
It's also a thing where, like, again, I guess I'd be more mad about it if it weren't something where they don't even transform into their Granute forms. So, you know, fuck it. We're doing whatever.
Also, it turns out if Jean and Cheetah actually applied themselves in Earth 1, holy fuck, they could have been broken as fuck. This whole sequence when GLaDOS sways them off of her scythe.
Yeah.
Right?
That's the thing, is they were doing a lot. They were beating Shoma until he fucking got Cake King and beat the shit out of him.
Right? But that's what they had reached their full, but they could have done like this cool kick-ass tag team moment. This sequence is so sick.
Yeah, they're not good at it.
Yeah, but don't worry, look, all four siblings are here, you know, right?
Oh, yeah, and he's like, you know what, cool, great, awesome. I'm gonna leave now, I'll let them deal with this guy and all this shit.
Yeah. I like how Longo only does like 2 moves and that's it. Like everyone else is fighting and he just only shows up for the finish.
Especially now that we've actually seen what Longo can do and we know how like powerful he's supposed to be.
Right. But he's still powerful enough that do create like a barrier momentarily, right? For the damage that comes out, you know. But yeah, that's it. He's like, all right, cool, thanks. We don't know who you are, but
and
there you go.
Bye.
Yeah, you know that's pretty much it, right?
Yep.
And then pretty much.
That's the whole thing. The whole thing that this movie was teasing is one scene, and that's it.
Yeah, you know they don't even get a real. Once again, I honestly thought this entire movie was gonna be based around that fucking moment in Naruto where I was like,
Yep.
Hey, look.
It is just a one-off thing, really.
Yeah, you know, they don't even acknowledge. Different. They don't even barely acknowledge each other that much, if anything. You know.
And then I just remember what his actual name was. Clarp. Fuck Clarp. Clarp. So stupid.
That's what I say. We should be calling Igor instead.
Clarp Igor dies, and Carries shows up to finish off Honto and Lakia, but luckily Shoma shows up. Does some cool to show off his sick BMX tricks.
Right, and this is the movie. You know, we gotta show the biking Kamen Rider. You know, right? It's called
I hit you with the back wheel.
Right. Yeah. Right. Look, don't worry. Look, we will all transfer to our final form to beat the shit out of you. You know. Look, and Honto would transfer to Fat Pay Custom, and that's it. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and don't ask him about his final form or whatever the
That
fuck.
doesn't exist yet. The final form isn't real. It can't hurt you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah. All right. So someone does use that other fucking Gochis with that.
It's like fuck. It's so he goes Gochi pod mode, but then hold on. Yeah, Ue House, Candy House. That's the fucking Gochiso.
He does.
And
It pretty much.
It gives everybody an AOE boost of they can all use his Gochiso powers.
Yeah, you know what? It reminds me. It's pretty much fucking fuck. Was it Berserker? Is that who Lancelot was in Fate Zero?
Oh,
right.
With the fucking yeah.
Right, who can turn anything into a holy weapon? That's pretty much it. Everything they all of a sudden can just access every Gochizo power that they ever want.
Yeah.
Right? That for a hospital lock to deal with.
Guns,
right.
Popcorn, punching gummy, kicking gummy.
Yeah, Zaku chips, right?
Yeah.
Look, I feel like they could have done a little more with that.
Fucking Hanto is trying to fight him with the big, broken boots.
Yeah, look, he's not used to that. He doesn't know about that stuff. He's never done that before, right?
Yeah, and then because it's the movie and it's obligatory, the only thing that could truly stop Carries is the Hexenheim form. Now with the power of his power and Tauren's combined.
It's the power. It's the power of friendship. Look, the two minds, the two multiverses mind are sync as one at this point.
Yes.
So he has unlocked
front to defeat.
He has unlocked 110% of the minds of synchronization. All right. Hey, I have to admit, this part looks fucking sick. All right.
Yeah.
As a repaint, it's a pretty good repaint, honestly.
Yeah, I mean it's similar. I mean, I think they took a lot of inspiration from Prime Rogue. With this, but I think that this works for all the same reasons that Prime Rogue works, with the purple with some white and blue accents is always a pretty good idea.
Right, yeah, right. The pink accent and everything. Yeah, all this stuff looks really good.
And then it turns into a crazy multi-dimensional, not in the existential way, but in literally a directionally way. Multi-dimensional fight where they are flying up and down this building.
There's a long-ass building that they're falling down.
They're flying up because they're kicking them up and then coming back down and then kicking them up and then coming back down.
And that was going on.
Yeah. Then he goes and Venom grabs a truck and throws that at him, and then it's all over the fucking place, which is cool, but it's all over the place.
Yeah, yes. This science. I understand what they're trying to do with this a little bit, but this is a long sequence, right? Of this falling up and down this of this building before Shoma does his whole friendship speech, hey, you can't stop us, right? But thanks to the power of my friends, right? And I keep forgetting that the frappe and the custom and the pudding are technically two separate Gochizos. Right, on top of one another. Right. And he's able to do the he's able to do this cool finisher with the power of friendship and everything. Right. And it looks pretty cool. There's this fight sequence, and look, I'm really glad that they still finish this in the most Kamen Rider way as possible of them doing rider punches and doing rider kicks with each other, right? This is how every Kamen Rider versus Kamen Rider. That's just how every Kamen Rider fight needs to end, right? Yes. One person has to do a rider. They have to rider kick each other to death, Yeah. But who has the better rider kick? Yeah. Right? Who has the rider kick of friendship? Right? Yeah. But thanks to, like I said, 110% mind sync. Shoma is able to save the day, right? And then the world is saved, right? Thanks to the power, thanks to everything. This child is not an orphan,
And then it just cuts to credits. Everything is resolved in the end.
Yeah, they gotta wrap this up. They realize, this movie kind of went on for a little too long. We don't have time. We don't have time to deal with any of this stuff. But yeah, Shoma goes check out his mom. Like I said, kind of disappointed. This is not. Right, this is not a Naruto.
Home safe. And
right?
his not sister is not an orphan.
Right, right? Like I said, and I was like caught up by one of my disappointing bits that I kind of set myself up. I also thought it was gonna be like a weird Naruto bit where like, oh hey, look, look, like she knows that he's her son from an alternate dimension type of bullshit. Like, hey, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But yeah.
In the end,
but
the only person that knows what really happened is Earth 2 Sachika.
Right. Yeah, that Sachi's like, wow, man, that's fucked up. What? Yeah,
And then,
right?
So he's dead now, huh? Then I
yeah,
guess.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you can keep this Gochizo that you can absolutely do nothing with.
Right, and he can talk. It's the last remnants of him. Right? Hey, but if you know what, we can set you up with a guy before we leave. We know a very cool guy. Right? If you're interested, look, I don't know what your dating life is like in this universe. But hey, baby, you interested? We know a guy. He works for a rich family.
Yeah,
he's not from a rich family.
Yeah,
he's not from a rich family.
What are your thoughts on tentacles?
You into that? All right. But yeah, everyone gets immediately gets shoved back to the original to the original universe. Also, Earth 2 does not have any time to process this. By the way, it is so abrupt.
They
just leave her
through the door, and she'll never see.
There is not even a proper goodbye. She's grieving and everything.
And they just dip.
Right? They never allow her to say goodbye.
We killed your employee. Our presence led to the death of your employee and your entire world starting to fall apart. Anyway, yep. Here we go.
Good luck. Figure that out. Right? But yeah, they go back. But but then somehow Lockyer breaks the.
Actually, it's Sachiko. Sachiko lands on the fucking. She lands on the fucking chocolate bar and it snaps.
Oh, yeah. But once again, doesn't make a lot of sense if any door space could just lead to these weird multiverse. Once again, unless there's like a specific key that allows you to travel to that multiverse, Because you open up any other door in the door space, it's just like an RNG of like, oh boy, where the fuck am I going to end up in, right?
Yeah.
But yeah. The day is saved, Right, then reveal, like, yes, in fact, the random woman that Quarp attack was in fact Shoma's mother, and he is technically this versus universe of Shoma, of Earth 2 Shoma, right? Yeah. And once again, really fine. I would be afraid for the fuck of my life if I get cut, if a guy attacked me with a knife in the middle of the day,
Yeah.
Right? If anything.
Yeah.
But yeah. The day is saved. Hey, look, let's go.
We got rid of the extra. We got rid of the copy. The clone's dead, so now everything's good.
Right. Yeah. All right. What do we want to do? Can we go to Should we go to Right. Let's go to. Should we go get Korean barbecue?
Let's get some yakiniku. Oh, that sounds so great. Hey, did you guys just mention that you killed somebody? Oh yeah, we killed like a bunch of guys.
Yeah, but Shoma still has that Dochizo from his trip. This girl does not ever come up ever again.
Nope.
It turns out, right? It's just part of his repertoire that he can access if he wants to.
Yep.
And and that's it. And that's the Gavv movie. Right? Right. I'm ignoring the fact that I've set myself for story beats that does not exist. Right, I think this movie was perfectly fine. There are some weird moments, right? Yeah. Like the whole stomach family member bits, right? And I feel like there's like a lot of rush. There's like a lot of wasted element, right? Like some moments do drag on, right? And are just pretty random. Like I think the whole candy house sequence was just red.
I don't think they needed to do a full montage for them to do that, but like I get what they were trying to do of just like giving them some kind of like bonding time to show that they actually spent time together because they knew they were going to kill him off.
Right, to establish his character. I think this movie was perfectly fine. I think it's definitely way better than the Godchard movie.
Well, that could be said of, that could be said of just about every part of every aspect of Gavv versus.
That's true. Right, but yeah, I enjoyed this movie. I think this movie was fun. You know,
Yeah.
like I said, Hexam, how high, where the fuck this up for? Hey,
Hexenheim,
for
it was pretty good.
kick ass.
Yeah, pretty good.
Hey, for a movie repaint for pretty kick ass. You know, I fucking love it. You got good design color scheme. You know, I said, Cardis. I said, I look. I know. Said, look, I think it's look. Even ignoring his big meaty claws, I think his base suit looks perfectly fine for what they were trying to do. Like this whole thematic. Oh yeah, his teeth. Oh, get it? His teeth. You know, right? Oh, yeah. I think everything else. I enjoyed this movie. This movie was fine.
Yeah, hey, could have been worse. Definitely seen worse.
Yeah,
glad
but
that
you
it
know,
was
look.
passable.
Yeah, but you know what? Hey, as we established, hey, look, look. If Baku was a competent agent, you know, right? Hey, he could have been boy. We know what his capabilities are now, based on this, right?
Yeah,
All right, is that for this?
I think that's it. Yep.
All right. Oh, that's the movie. All right, Kate, thanks. Bye.